A lovely afternoon to you. I am Olabisi Olaniyi Oluwasegun with Global News. In the news, Kenya to repatriate 85 students stuck in China. Lesotho First Lady charged with murder. President Trump makes case for another term in office.
This is the news.
The case of the founder of the Sotitobire Church, Prophet Alpha Babatunde, could not hold today. Sympathizers, journalists and others have thronged the court only to be told that the matter has been postponed till tomorrow, February the 6th. The matter had been transferred from the Akure Division of the Ondo State Magistrate Court to the State High Court for continuation. The founder of the Sotitobire Church, Prophet Alpha Babatunde, is being prosecuted over the circumstances surrounding the disappearance of a one-year-old boy, Olaniyi Gold. And now the service chiefs and the Minister of Defense are presently in a closed-door meeting at the moment. Present at the meeting are the House Committees on National Intelligence, Navy, Army, Air Force, and Defense. The Speaker of the House, Remi Gbajabiamila, is being excited at the meeting which is ongoing. Earlier, Inspector General of Police Mohammed Adamu, who arrived to the National Assembly early, went straight to the office of the Speaker. The meeting may not be unconnected with a summons issued last week by the House of Representatives because of the deteriorating security situation in the country. Away from Nigeria now, Kenya has announced plans to repatriate its 85 students who are stranded in China's Wuhan city, the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak. The students will be quarantined once they get back to Kenya. The evacuations will be done once China lifts the lockdown in the city. It is not clear how long the Wuhan lockdown will last, but several countries have been evacuating their citizens from the city. Africa has not reported any confirmed case. Guinea-Bissau's Electoral Commission has again confirmed Umaru Sissoco Embalo as the winner of the December's presidential election runoff. This followed an unsuccessful Supreme Court challenge filed by the runner-up. Domingos Simões Pereira had lost the runoff against Mr. Embalo. He complained of substantial fraud, with votes cast surpassing the number of voters in some areas. On Tuesday, the electoral body said Mr. Embalo had won 54% of the votes against Mr. Pereira's 46%. The same vote share it had announced the first time around in January. Opposition supporters in Malawi are celebrating after a panel of 5 top judges annulled the result of last May's presidential election. The vote will now have to be rerun within the next 5 months. The election will now take place under different rules. In essence, the judges argued that Malawians deserve and should expect an A-grade election. A pastor, Boniface Nwaposa, has been released on bail after he was arrested over a stampede that killed 20 people on Sunday. Kilimanjaro Regional Commissioner Anna Mihira said police have gathered preliminary information and investigation is ongoing. The preacher had told hundreds of people gathered at the service to pass through an area where anointing oil had been poured over the floor. The crowd rushed forward to try to step in the oil in the hope of being cured. And you're on to Global News from Adaba 88.9 FM Akure, transmitting from Ilaramokin. After the break, find out how the latest murder charges preferred against the Soto First Lady. Plus, President Trump hails what he calls the great American comeback in front of Democratic populated House of Representatives. Details in the second part of the bulletin. Please stay with us.
The news on Adaba 88.9 FM.
Many thanks for staying tuned. For news update and live streaming, visit our website www.adaba889.fm or download Adaba FM app on Google Play Store. You can be part of us on our social media platforms. On Facebook, 88.9 FM, and on Twitter at Adaba889FM. To provide us information, you can call us on 0803 472 3605 or via email newsroom at adaba889.fm. And now to the rest of the bulletin. The First Lady of Lesotho has been charged with murdering the Prime Minister's previous wife. Messiah Thabin turned herself into police on Tuesday and is expected to appear in court on Wednesday. Her husband, Prime Minister Thomas Thabane, has also been questioned. His estranged wife, Lipolelo Thabane, was shot dead outside her home in the capital, Maseru, 2 days before his inauguration in 2017. The couple were involved in a bitter divorce proceedings at the time. President Donald Trump has hailed what he called the Great American Comeback in a speech to Congress. At his annual State of the Union address, Mr. Trump set out his case for another 4 years in office. He was speaking on the eve of his expected acquittal on corruption charges in his impeachment trial. The Republican president delivered Tuesday night's speech in the Democratic-controlled House of Representatives, where he was impeached in December. His trial in the upper chamber, the Senate, culminates on Wednesday, but the Republicans in charge there is all but certain to be cleared and escape being thrown out of office. And now Pete Buttigieg and Bernie Sanders are leading in Iowa's caucuses. This is according to partial results from the chaotic first vote in the race to pick a Democratic White House candidate. Iowa's Democratic Party said Mr. Buttigieg is on 26.8%, with Mr. Sanders on 25.2%. Elizabeth Warren was third on 18.4%, and Joe Biden fourth on 15.4%. The eventual nominee will challenge President Donald Trump, a Republican, in November's White House election. And now to sports. A former Manchester United defender, Antonio Valencia, has sent a good luck message to Odion Igalo after he was handed the Ecuadorian old jersey number. On Tuesday, Igalo was officially unveiled as a new United player following his loan move from Shanghai Shenhua. He was then handed the number 25, which was Valencia's number when he was still at the club. Among players who have worn number 25 for United, a former South African star, Quinton Fortune, and Jordi Cruyff, son of Dutch legend Johan Cruyff. And now to end the global news, a recap of our top stories. Kenya is set to repatriate 85 of its students stuck in Wuhan, China, the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak. Lesotho's First Lady, Messiah Thabane, has been charged with the murder of her husband's previous wife. We also told you that U.S. President Donald Trump has hailed what he described as the American comeback, making case for what may as well be described as a personal comeback in the U.S. election holding this year. And that's Global News. It was edited by Abiodun Adegboyega. I am Olabisi Olaniyi Oluwasegun. Thank you so much for listening. Good afternoon.